Hi everyone, welcome to class. Let's get started. Hands and knees. Hands in line with your shoulders here. Your back is nice and straight. You're pulling your belly button in to engage the core. You're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine. One bone at a time, release your head, and inhale, we come back to neutral spine. Two more times. Exhale, pull the belly button in, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, drop your head, and lengthen. One more time, we're going to maintain the flexion on this last one. So you're going to stay in that angry cat position. Really push through your hands here and slowly push your hips back without losing the rounding in the upper spine. Then come back to center. Three more times. Exhale, press back and front. Small controlled movement here, keeping your head heavy. And you want to keep feeling like your shoulder blades are widening. One more time, push back. And come back to center. You're going to lengthen your spine. You're going to reach your right leg out behind you. Foot is pointed. Reach the leg up to hip height, no higher. Your back stays straight here. Start to pull your knee in towards your chest without rounding. And then as you exhale, you're going to go for the full articulation, bringing your knee close to your face. And then one smooth motion, lengthen the back, reach the leg back. And again, keep your back straight. Start to pull in your knee without rounding the spine. Once you've gone to your furthest point, then you exhale, round. Pull the knee in and reach it back. We've got two more times on this side. Back stays straight. Pull the knee in. Then you exhale as you pull everything in. Really round here. Take your knee all the way in and lengthen back. One more time. Remain straight in the spine. Start to pull your leg in. And then you exhale to tuck, round all the way. Stay here, inhale. And exhale, you're going to reach it all the way back. Tuck your toes, drop to your forearms. You're going to lift the leg up, hip height, tap your toes. We lift and lower, up and down, and down. Keep reaching the leg behind you, up and down. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted here. You're going to externally rotate the leg so your toes and knees point out. You're going to take the knee in towards your elbow, your forearm, and reach it back. And again, take it front and back. Try to keep the height in the leg. So you don't want to lower down that right knee as you're pulling it in and reach. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your leg behind you, turn it back down. Take your knee down, come back to hands and knees, other side. Reach your left leg behind you. The foot is pointed. You lift it to hip height. Keeping the spine straight, start to pull your knee in. Then on the exhalation, you tuck, round, pull the knee all the way towards your face. Stay here, inhale. And exhale, reach it back, lengthen, leg and back. And again, keep the length in the spine as you start to pull your leg in. On the exhalation, you tuck, round. Drop your head, press through your hands, stay inhale, and lengthen back. And again, back remains straight. Pull the leg in. As you exhale, tuck, round. Hold it here, inhale, and lengthen back. Let's do just one more. Core is engaged as you pull the leg in, then you tuck and round. Stay to inhale, and exhale, reach it back. Good job. Drop your leg to the floor, toes tucked, come to your forearms. Lift the leg up and down, and down. You reach up. Think about lengthening the leg. So you don't want to go higher than the hip, otherwise you may start to feel it in the lower back. But you really want to imagine that someone's pulling on your heel here. You're gaining length in that leg, really getting into the lowest part of your glutes. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're going to keep the leg lifted. Go for the external rotation. Pull the knee in, don't lower it, and then reach it all the way back. And again, you pull it in and reach. Make sure when you reach the leg out that you extend the knee all the way through. And reach. And 8, 7, 6, don't lose that external rotation. 5, 4, 3, press down through your forearms here. You don't want to sag your chest towards the mat. 1 more, take the leg back, take it back to neutral, take your knee down. You're gonna keep your forearms where they are, tuck your tailbone, round the spine, come into a cat stretch here. And again, as we did earlier, you're gonna push your hips back. Don't lose the rounding of the spine, and then come back to center. And again, keep pushing through your forearms here. Go back slightly. You wanna feel the armpits. Everything should be nice and stretched out in the shoulders. And come back to center 2 more times. And center, 1 more. And come back to center. Sit back, take a quick shell stretch. And then we're gonna flip onto our backs. Taking your feet down onto the floor, hip width, hands behind your head. You're gonna inhale here to prepare. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone. And then we're gonna keep the back nice and in front, lift your chest and lower it down. Back to neutral. And again, exhale. First you tuck, coming into that imprint. Once you have imprint, then you lift your chest and lower down, release back to neutral. 2 more times like this. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, press your lower back down. We lift up, release back down, come back to neutral spine. 1 more time. Tuck here, pull the belly button in, lift the chest, and then come back all the way down. Great, arms come up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, reach. Hands are gonna come first on the outside of your legs. Take them inside. Stay here, palms together. You're gonna pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to the outside of your legs. Lower down, arms towards the ceiling. Same thing here. Exhale, lift, reach for the outside of your legs. Stay here, take your palms together in center, we pulse. 4, 3, 2, stay up, hands to the outside of your thighs. Lower down, arms towards the ceiling. 3 more times. Exhale, lift, reach for the outside of your legs, then the inside, we pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transfer to the outside, release. And again, exhale, to the inside, stay and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, outside and up. Just 1 more time. Exhale, lift, transfer to the inside, you pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, outside here. Take your hands all the way up, keeping your arms up towards the ceiling. You can adjust your feet as needed. Make sure they're not too far out, not too far in. Tuck your tailbone, we lift the hips up. We're gonna stay here and do tiny pulses up. So I'm not so concerned about a big motion here. You wanna stay up kind of at your highest point and then just focus on squeezing to lift, squeeze to lift, squeeze to lift. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. You're gonna pick up your right heel, so you're on the ball of the right foot, your left foot stays flat. Tuck your tailbone, lift, stay here, same thing. Pulse, up, up. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, take your right heel down, come to the tippy toes of the left foot. Lift your hips up. Here we go. Up and squeeze. Focus on the squeeze. See if you can be light on the toes of your left foot. Okay, so you don't want to have too much pressure in those toes. You want to have most of the pressure into your right foot. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take your arms to the side. You're gonna open your legs nice and wide. So heels will most likely still be on your heel, on your mat, but your toes probably off the mat. We're gonna lift the hips up and down. You lift, squeeze, and down. Lift, squeeze, and down. And 10, 9, 8, hold the squeeze for a split second at the top, squeeze up, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time, squeeze up, stay here. You're gonna pick up your right heel, lower the right heel, pick up the left heel. You're gonna keep alternating sides and up and up. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both heels down, release your hips. You're gonna turn your feet in, bring your knees in. Heels are pointing out, toes are in, knees glued together. Take your hands behind your head. You're gonna keep your head down, just do a few pelvic tilts here to release the hips, pushing your back down. And come back to neutral, and again, tuck, press your back down. And neutral, a few more times, exhale, push down. And release, 2 more. And last one. And release. You're gonna separate your legs so they are now parallel. Adjust again so you're at the width of your hips. Hands are still behind your head. Lift your chest, pull your right thigh in. See if you can touch your knee to your nose, your forehead, wherever. From here, stay lifted, elbows wide. Extend your right leg, and then come all the way down. Other side, lift your chest. Really pull your chest, your thigh into your chest. Stay here, extend your leg. Bend the knee, come back down, head down, foot down. Other side, to the right, lift. Reach the leg. And come down. And again, left side. Reach the leg. Bend the knee, come down. One more each side. Lift, pull everything in. Reach, bend, and down. Last time, to the left. Pull it in. Extend, bend, and down. Keeping your legs parallel. Once more, take your arms up towards the ceiling. Again, make sure the shoulder blades are firmly down onto the ground. You're gonna lift your hips. Now, from here, just walk your heels in maybe 1 inch towards your bum, not more. You're gonna pick up again that right heel as we were doing before, but I want you to have full support onto the left leg. The left leg is going to support us. I'm right on the top of the tippy toes here. Leg comes up, then tap with the tops of my toes to the floor. Up, tabletop, and tap. Up, and tap. Up, and tap. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're gonna stay up, pulse it here. Tiny, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Listen carefully. Cross your right ankle above the left knee. Flex the right foot. Lower the hips and lift. Down and up. Down, squeeze as you lift. And up. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back all the way down. Keep your legs as they are. Hands come behind your head. Lift your chest. We're going to pulse it here. And 2. Elbows wide. And 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Arms towards the ceiling. Take your right foot down. You're going to lift your hips up. Adjust if you need to by walking your feet in, maybe 1 inch. Come to the tips of your left toes this time. Push through the right as you lift your left leg up. Tap the toes down. Up and down, up and down. And tap, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the leg up, we pulse it here. And 10, shoulder blades down in 5, 4, 3, hold it up. Cross your left ankle over the right knee, flex the left foot, lower your hips down, lift, squeeze. And 2. So again, not important how high you go, but it's important that you squeeze the right butt cheek here to lift. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, keep your legs crossed, hands behind your head, lift, here we go. We've got 20 tiny pulses. Every time you crunch up, exhale, exhale, pull the belly button in and in. Keep the shoulder blades high, keep your elbows wide. And 10, 9, keep flexing your left foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Uncross your leg, extend both legs out in front of you, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, pointing your feet, roll it up. You're just gonna fold over your legs. Staying here and breathing for a few seconds. And lengthen up. We're gonna come back to hands and knees. Hands in line with the shoulders, legs are hip width. Make sure your hands are not wide here, so really in line with the shoulders. We're gonna do a little prepping exercise. You're slowly gonna bend your elbows so that your elbows come back towards you. You wanna frame your rib cage here and then push up. And again, bend the elbows back, not sideways, but back, and press up. You wanna feel this in the backs of your arms. We're going for tricep dips. Push up a few more times, just to really get the motion here. 2 more. These are quite challenging, and it'll get a little bit harder, I'm not gonna lie, so make sure that you've got this motion. So again, you're hugging your rib cage. Now, stay here, don't change your hands. Reach the right leg behind you. You're going to lift the right leg up, keep it lifted. We're gonna bend the elbows. As you're bending the elbows, see if you can reach your leg up a little bit higher, and then push up. And again, bend the elbows, leg goes up slightly higher, press up. And again, we've got 6. And 5, moving slow. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. And come up. Take your knee down, tuck your toes of both feet. We're not doing the other side just yet. With your toes tucked, you're gonna lift your knees, hover them off the mat. You're gonna take a tiny step forward with the right leg, take a tiny step forward with the left, come back to tabletop and left. Now start with the left. Front, right goes front, left goes back, right goes back. A little bit faster, here we go. Right, left, right, left, left side. Right, left, right side. Front, front, back, back, left. Last one. Stay right where you are, hips up, come to downward dog. You can bend one knee, keeping opposite leg straight, and switch if you want, if that feels nice for you. And then lift your heels, come back. Let's take a wide knee shell stretch here before we move on to the opposite side. Roll out your wrists if you need to, and then make your way back to tabletop. We're not going to practice this side. We're just going to go straight forward. This time it's your left leg reaching back. Lift it up so that it comes to hip height. That is your starting and ending position. Bend your elbows, the leg lifts higher, and then push. And again, we're doing 8 all together. That's 2. and 3. You're doing great. Only 5. And 4, 3, 2, one more, you've got this. And push, take your knee down. Again, tug those toes. We're gonna do the reverse of what we were doing. This time, walk your right leg all the way back. Left leg, right comes in, left comes in. Left side, reach, reach, in. Again, right, left, right, left, left side, out, out. We're gonna go double time. Here we go. Right, left, left. Again, right, left, left. Last time. Out, out, and push your legs back. Come to downward dog. Great job, you guys. And again, lift your heels. One more nice wide knee child's pose or shell stretch. You can add a little bit of movement, swing if you want. Roll out your wrists. If you've got any tension in the wrists. And we're gonna flip over onto our sides. So starting on the right side, your knees will be bent. Make sure that you're aligning your back with the edge of your mat, or at least that it's straight. You're supporting your head with your right hand, keeping the heels together, going into the clam. So when you're doing this, careful you're not going too out of control, trying to go too far that your hip starts to sway back. You want to keep the pelvis nice and steady here. So imagine that your whole back is leaning up against a wall and you can't go back because the wall is stopping you. That's what you want here. So you just want to respect your hip opening by turning out and close, and close. Out and close. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Keep the right leg as it is. Extend your left leg out without changing the angle of your hip. So your knees are glued together. All you're doing is extending the left leg. Knees are still stacked. You're gonna flex the left foot, take the leg up, maybe a little bit higher than your hip. Don't go too high. Tap it down, up and down, up and down, up and down. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This last one, keep the leg up. Point your foot, tiny pulses. 2, up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Keep reaching the leg. Make sure your knees are still stacked in line with each other. Up, up, up. Last 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3. Hold it here. Tiny circles from the hip. Imagine you've got a paintbrush sticking out of your toe. You're trying to draw nice little circles in the diagonal here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Slow and controlled. They don't need to be perfect circles, but they need to be small. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and release. You can give it a bit of a smack. Get some blood back in there, and then turn over opposite way. Making sure you're setting your initial position nice and clean. So back up against the edge of your mat, knees bent, heels together. We turn out. You've got full control of your hips, your sacrum, pelvis, everything's nice and steady. Pulling the belly button in here, so you're engaging the core at all times. 10 more. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend the leg to the diagonal. Foot is flexed. You lift and lower. Remember, stack knee on top of knee. Up Really flex the foot. Someone's pulling on your heel. You want to feel the length of the legs. So we're really going deep into the hips here. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Point your foot up an inch, pulse, pulse. Up, up, up. And 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, hold it here, circle the leg. Really small movement. Think about length and length. Keep reaching the leg away. And reverse. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee. Good. Let's give it a good smack and then turn onto your back. So let's go stretch out the hips. You can start by crossing your left ankle over the right knee, keeping that foot flexed, and then reach for your leg. If that's not possible for you to reach without having to lift your chest and your head, you're gonna keep your right big toes down and then just use your left hand to push the leg away. This should give you a nice stretch. If you can pick up your leg, you can do that. Just make sure that you're not compromising your neck or your lower back. You also don't want to lift your tailbone. You want to keep the tailbone down, slight arch in the lower back like your neutral spine, and just holding it here. Uncross the legs, straight into the other side. Again, it may be enough to stay here. Remember, no two sides are equal, so maybe one side you were able to do the full variation, maybe now you stay here, maybe not, maybe you take your leg in. You choose where you're at. Just make sure your back stays neutral, head stays down. There's no tension. Just getting a really nice deep hip stretch. And then you can uncross your legs, take your feet as wide as your mat. Just wide shield your legs one way, then the other. Doesn't really matter how fast you go, if you go all the way or not. You may want to slow it down and hold it a little bit and then go the other way. It just feels nice on the hips. And then come back to center, legs will be parallel. Actually, let's glue the legs in, but you're gonna keep them parallel, knees pressing in, hands are behind your head, keeping your elbows wide. Press your lower back down, come to the tips of your toes here. That is going to be the ending and starting position. So back pressing down, heels lifted. We're gonna lift the chest. As we do that, we're gonna pull the legs in, the tailbone may even lift a little bit. And then you're gonna lower down, not all the way down the head, but reach the legs all the way out. My chest is still lifted. Then come down, toes come back down. And again, lift the chest, pull your knees in, come into a small ball here. Now you're gonna lower down just a little bit the chest, not all the way, so that you can extend your legs all the way out. Bend the knees, toes tap, head down. And again, lift your chest, pull everything in. And reach the legs out. Elbows stay wide. Toes come down, head down, 2 more times. Exhale, lift, come into low ball. Reach the legs. Bend the knees, tap your toes, head down. Last time, come in, squeeze. And reach. Head down, toes down. You're gonna stay here with your toes as they are. Your hands can come to your sides, arms by your sides. Push your lower back down. You're going to lift your toes a few inches, not more, and just stay here. We're gonna hold this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and toes tap, come back to neutral. Again, tuck your tailbone, come to imprint, lift the toes. Your feet are just dangling there. You hold this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time. Tuck your tailbone, press your lower back down, and then just gently lift. Let the legs hang there. 4, 3, don't lower it down. Take your legs up towards the ceiling. You're gonna lower down the right leg as close to the floor as you can. Take it up. Now take the left leg down and up. Now both legs come down. Keep pushing your lower back down and take the legs up. Starting on the left. and up. Right leg lowers. And up. Both legs come down. And up. One more time each side. Going to the right. And up. Left leg. And up. Both legs. And up. Left side. Down. Up. Right side. Up. Both legs together. Take it up. Take your knees in towards your chest. Give your back a gentle rock here, side to side. We're going to do a reverse plank, which means we're going to stay on our backs. You can start and imprint legs and tabletop. We're going to support the head here and have the chest lifted. It's going to help to maintain imprint. So have your hands behind your head. Back is pressing down. You're going to lift your chest. You're going to extend your legs. Now you choose where you're at. The straighter your legs, the lower the legs, the harder this will be. You can choose to keep your legs up. You can choose to keep your knees bent. But what you have to do is maintain imprint. So keep pushing your lower back down. Once you find your comfort position, we're going to hold it here. Challenge yourself, but don't let your lower back lift. Keep pulling the belly button in. 10 more seconds. In 4. Can you go a little bit lower? 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Great job. Knees to chest. Release any tension in the lower back. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Give yourself a nice stretch. And roll yourselves up. We're going to come to kneeling upright. So all the way up onto your knees. If this is bad on your knees, you can always roll up your mat, place a towel, whatever. Untucking your toes here, keeping your legs parallel. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, you're going to just round your upper spine and lengthen up. And again, exhale, round. And up, 2 more. Exhale, round. And up, 1 more. Exhale, round. And up, release your arms to the side. Inhaling, reaching both arms up. And down, and last time, inhaling, taking your hands into prayer and exhaling through your heart center. You are done. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. See you next time.